telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA right around in
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They go play action with Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Right, 97, practice, 6. Red, cycle.
Now back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
13.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The slot man in motion right. Fourth down. Here's Jackson. incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, it's Patterson. He's got it to the 43 here. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Running the counter, Patterson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Second and 1. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a quarterback sneak. And he stopped immediately there. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Falcons are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Out to his left. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. The Ravens sit 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat. And they are without question the hot. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Ravens send their punter out now. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. He sets to fire deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And after the punt, they have a long way to go if they want to tie this football game.
And when you say a long way to go, you mean the full 99 yards backed up almost as far as you can be. And they also have to be aware that the defense is going to come after them. A lot of defense will blitz.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 98 yards, so close. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Dobbins fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson will keep it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this point with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in an open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up the head of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's got it to Patterson complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try to run with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Koo knocks this one through the post. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Give to Patterson, running to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half. I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half. And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing. And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game. Now it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. And he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception. A right side run with Patterson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback had...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Kadarius Toney from 3 yards out. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right. Result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
And this one too low.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Jackson, the man in motion right. Jackson's throw taken in here by Jackson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
No, we changed it. Hey, little. Hey.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that
The
way.
play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Patterson running between the tackles. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up. Pow! knocked him for a loss.
On the ready.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Go.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that.
They're down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts 50 yards. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost it forever. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. To throw is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what